Okay, so in the last video I showed you how to create basic blind extrudes in order to turn sketches into 3D parts, both with closed loops as well as thin features. Here I want to show you how to use another feature called extrude cut, to create a hole into a part that you've made previously. And so I first need to have a solid piece, so I will select this sketch and I'm going to extrude it 2 inches. Okay. And then so now I'm going to create a sketch on this top plane, which is actually going to be a hole. You know, I'll do a square hole. I can do whatever shape, but I'll do a square hole, and I will use the extruded cut to cut that hole through the middle of the circle. So I'll sketch on that plane just like I have in the past. Do a center rectangle. We'll make both sides equal to each other and both sides to be 1 inch. Okay. And so once I've done that, I can use my extrude cut tool to cut all the way through this part. Okay, I don't know why it's going the other direction, so I need to say go through the part, not through space. Okay, I'm just going to say through all here. There are a bunch of different options, and we'll show some of them later, but I'm just going to say through all just because it's the simplest. I know I want it all the way through, at least in this case, and we'll be good to go. Now here's something that's key about the cut extrude, or really any of these cut features. You've got revolve cut, sweep cut, loft cut, which we'll get to those in later videos. This right here, flip side to cut, you'll notice that when I select that, it changes where the yellow is on the part. Okay? Whatever is yellow is going to be what is going to be cut away. So right now, you'll notice if I hit this check mark, we have a square hole through the middle of that peg. But if I hit flip side to cut, you'll notice it cuts away the rest of it and leaves us with the rectangular prism. Okay, that's kind of key. Sometimes you might run into issues and it's not cutting the way you want. Make sure you check that. Make sure you're flipping the right, you're cutting the right side. Okay. One thing that's nice about the extrude cut feature is, let's say I didn't want to go all the way through this part. I can actually just do a blind cut. And so let's say I only want it to go 1.5 inches through the part. Now you can see it actually only goes 1.5 inches. And if I were to flip that side to cut, we'll have a pretty interesting shape here, something similar to like a bolt or something like that. Okay. So that's how you use the extrude cut. In later videos, we'll show some different examples of that as well.